Andre, if you want to call somebody a bitch, I'm allowing you to say it at least once.
It's the Falcons and the Panthers.
Hey, is Party Hat Angry Eyebrow still in here?
Andre, did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Full football weather. We've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Auburn, Georgia.
I'm trying to find nice people in the road, guys. That's why I keep saying I'm doing
Between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
because I actually need more for
Charles Davis and
I need help with elevators.
The losers last time out, so they'll look to make a difference here.
God!
To be at home, and they are. They're going to try and drive
Hey, who says they're going to help me elevator?
to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the Panthers. We're in October.
Oh, I literally just learned how to elevator at this guy's trying to teach me. Wait, I don't know how to do it good though.
What you want to get done and full focus on the
Oh! I'm sorry. Maybe on accident. Okay, I also need help with learning how to lose you.
You can go shower.
Inching closer to the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway.
I've totally been playing since January.
They're led out by the former third-round pick down in 11 to NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
I've been playing for like 4 months.
Everything about him, his game, his makeup, his mindset, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor.
You guys literally just taught me
He's got it, but he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. Despite the fact that he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to make it better. And it moves this forward for about 3 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest.
I'm trying to do it.
70 yards. They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little differently. A little bit outside of the box. They know there's ways to move the football. They're going to do it through the air, or maybe change up how you stay established.
It's harder when you have good. Elevating is harder with good.
Borges on to punt as he gets it away. It's a 6-yard punt. So now we're going to get on the offensive unit as they come out for this possession.
The former MVP in his 12th season leading them out. He's got more rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in NFL history. Cam Newton.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played really well. All the numbers were knocked your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How did they eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, maybe increase the number of times he goes the ball in to the receiver? Davis. And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. 7 yards from the touchdown here as he comes onto the line of scrimmage. Goal got third down. Deep throw for Cooper. That's inside the 20.
Oh, that was gone. I'm so happy.
For Cam Newton, the strength. Maybe not what it was circa his MVP season in 2015, but he uncorks a big one there.
No, time was gone.
I think I'm down and just looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they call the defense play because they decided they're going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. There's this running back.
I know how to operate.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Oh, blue.
It's a 10-yard gain there that sets him up first and goal.
Well, the speed which is on the field is taking them no time to get down and down to set up the first and goal.
Ingram. Here's a Falcons touchdown. Now the try for the extra point.
No, nothing.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-8.
No, I want to
It's not Ingram who cuts it off for the touchdown run.
No, it's not the East. Oh, I'm done. I'm done.
The touchdown. Here's Cook to kick off.
Post Prince after me?
There was basically just this one.
You're not elevator anymore.
Back in the field for your second drive.
That's not on the fucking wall.
3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I can imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Wait, I need to see how to do it.
If you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be great. You're not really ready to play.
I'm trying to do it. I'm doing it very slowly. Hey, Blue, I'm doing it very slowly.
They'll be dropped off.
Oh, I don't know how to fast.
Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. On fourth down now as Corey Butler goes to punt.
Bro, imagine coming up your house.
Just shy of the 30-yard line. Just a 35-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
Staying on double one? No. You have to be last, but stay on double one. Like, you can touch the cover.
19 yards there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but it's a great run with broken contact. It's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
No, I'm not like
Most guys just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a play in the end zone.
Newton, right back to Cook for the completion. And he takes that on the other side of the field at the 46-yard line. The numbers a week ago for 12 catches, 5 yards passed and a touchdown.
And you can tell he made himself available on that one.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. Right now, looking at it from they're going to take on Austin. And he won't make close to a first down. It's right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging back-to-back carries, just 2 yards. Talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He corrected it. advantage is arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll start an excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground lines. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's the on the delay, here's Hines.
I almost just died. I almost just died in one thing. I almost just around and off. I'm staying on number one. I stayed on number one. I totally didn't touch the ground.
5 men in the secondary now. Falcons on 3rd down.
Hey, somebody get Rodney Red. They're just riding. Okay, it doesn't count since you applied everything. If you're doing the double wash down, it doesn't count since you applied everything.
Down as Chris Corey begins to play. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gives it away. They will return here. That one's out of bounds and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They've got a 7-0 lead for the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass here, now it's 2nd and 10. Now again, right side. Austin. He'll get only 3 there. 4th and 7 ahead. Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. Offense last year, that's for sure. His first catch of the game for a little first down.
Yeah, so did I.
They'll run with Austin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Davis will try to find Collins, and he's going to have the first down at the 38. The Falcons are 4-3, a game over 500. The Chargers were losers last time. Now, what do you think they need to do differently here?
The attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. There's Newton. He's going to get close to Austin complete. It will be out of bounds up there. Some shed a nice tackle on that play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On third down, Davis. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Here's Wilson. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's Hines. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this run.
When you get on a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's capped off by the T.Y. Hilton touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to it.
You're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Man open, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this is Cook with the grab.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Now it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Out of the backfield, it's Austin. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Davis running left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the carry here, it's Austin. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. To throw is Newton. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach.
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Falcons grab it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So finally, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking deep for Hilton. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. They run with Hines. Down to about the 22 here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rosa's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cam going to tuck it and run.
Holding offense.
The left tackle, Trent Williams, guilty there. Throwing is Newton. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. In the deep.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. Touchdown, Carolina. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are 0 for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Falcons ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Newton to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 3rd and 2, Newton. Over the middle, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Robert Quinn in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Talk about career resurgence. How about Robert Quinn in 2021? 18 and a half sacks at age 31, which put him over 100 for his career, and he finished 2nd in the NFL.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he gets this one to Boyd. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tight task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 24, Newton. He finds Austin complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Newton throwing again. And incomplete on the deep ball. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Newton now to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So